How to optimize Excel if function performance. If you are using Microsoft Excel and want to make your logical if function run faster, you are in the right spot. Let's break down some practical tips to help you optimize performance. First, keep your logical tests simple. Instead of using complex nested if statements, try to use straightforward conditions. This helps Excel evaluate your formulas quicker. Next, avoid repeating calculations. If your if function relies on a formula that takes a lot of time to compute, calculate it once in a separate cell. Then, reference that cell in your if function. This saves time and reduces unnecessary work for Excel. Another tip is to use the IFERROR function instead of combining if with IFERROR. The IFERROR function is designed to handle errors more efficiently, making your formulas cleaner and faster. When your if function relies on a range of data, limit the size of that range. Referencing large ranges can slow down calculations. Stick to only the necessary cells to keep things speedy. Also, be cautious with volatile functions like offset and indirect inside your if formulas. These functions can trigger recalculations more often than needed, which can slow down performance. Using helper columns is another great strategy. Break down complex logic into simpler parts using additional columns. This spreads out the calculation load and can significantly improve speed. If you are working with large workbooks, consider switching Excel to manual calculation mode. This way, you can control when Excel recalculates, preventing slowdowns while you are making changes. In some cases, you might want to replace nested if statements with other functions like switch or ifs. These newer functions can improve both readability and performance. If your if function uses lookup functions like VLOOKUP, optimize those lookups. Sort your data, limit the ranges, or use index and match instead of VLOOKUP for better efficiency. Lastly, avoid using array formulas within your if functions. They can be slow, so see if you can simplify your formulas or use helper columns instead. For example, instead of writing a complex nested if formula like, if A1 is greater than 100, return high. Otherwise, if A1 is greater than 50, return medium, else return low. Consider using the ifs function. You can write it as ifs A1 is greater than 100, return high, A1 is greater than 50, return medium, true, return low. By applying these techniques, you can reduce calculation time and improve the responsiveness of your Excel workbooks. This will help you master the logical if function and make your data processing smoother.